Title: My mother still cooks for our joint family, but we're the only ones suffering while others earn, eat, and isolate. This isn't just a rant. It's a quiet, tired realization that the thing we call family might just be a slow, daily grind disguised as tradition. We live in what people call a joint family. You know, the stereotype: multiple generations under one roof, everyone helping out, loving each other, sharing resources and responsibilities. Yeah, that's the fairy tale version. Here's the truth. We're 5 adults under one roof: my parents, 2 of my aunts, let's call them Aunt L and Aunt K, and their respective husbands. Everyone earns their own salary, makes their own life choices, and lives with a kind of independence that's more selfish than freeing. The only person who doesn't earn, my mother. She's a stay-at-home mom, and she's the only one who hasn't bowed out of her responsibilities. Back in the day, before Aunt L and Aunt K got jobs, the system was tolerable. My mom cooked lunch, and they cooked dinner. It was balanced. Everyone had a role. But now they both have jobs. They earn, they spend on themselves and their own kids. And somewhere along the way, they decided they were just done with cooking. And they were done just like that. No replacement system, no help offered, no money pitched in, no conversation. My mother, though, she still cooks lunch every single day because that was her portion. Never mind the fact that the original arrangement is now dead. Never mind that she's doing unpaid labor while they live like independent tenants with no shared accountability. All the grocery money comes from my father. All the daily effort comes from my mother, Aunt L and Aunt K. They just earn, eat, and float above it all like they've transcended the kitchen. What gets me is this: if their jobs don't benefit us as a family, if they aren't helping with expenses, groceries, or even basic chores, then what the hell is the point of calling this a joint family? If they've separated their incomes, their responsibilities, their contributions, and the only thing left joint is the roof over our heads, then we are not a family. We're just an uneven, a set of lives tangled in guilt, obligation, and outdated norms. And my mother, she's the only one still playing by the old rules because she has no job to fall back on, no excuse to opt out. No one gives her a break. And the worst part is she doesn't even ask for one. She's internalized it. She thinks this is just how it's supposed to be. I hate it. I hate that her labor is taken for granted. I hate that Aunt L and Aunt K never look back to see the mess they left behind. I hate that this version of togetherness only works for the ones who get to leave the kitchen. And I hate that the rest of us, my mom, dad, and I, are expected to stay silent, to understand, to be the grown-ups in a house full of people who stopped caring about fairness a long time ago. If this is what joint family means, I'd rather live in a small nuclear unit and breathe. I'd rather have less food, but more respect, less space, but more peace, less tradition, but more honesty. Because this right here, this is not family. This is emotional freeloading wearing a cultural mask, and someday, I hope my mother finally gets the break she's never been given.